Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about my April wrap-up and a very loose May TBR. Alright, we're gonna go April wrap-up first. Now, if you guys have watched any of my past videos, you've already seen me talk about, I think, all of these, every single one of them. But we're gonna go with the hard copies first, and then we'll dive into what I read on my Kindle. Okay, the first book I finished in April was Project Hail Mary. What can I say about Project Hail Mary? I just barely read this because I wanted to see the movie when it came out, and I am obsessed now. I am fully obsessed. This is one of my favorite books ever, one of my favorite stories ever, one of my favorite movies ever. I have been to the movie theater twice to see this, once in regular movies and once in IMAX. And guys, if you are able to go see this in IMAX, please do it. Please do it. All that being said, this deserves every ounce of the hype it's getting right now, and I'm so happy that it's getting all of the hype, because it's seriously one of the best stories ever. It is so feel good and hopeful. It encapsulates the full range of human emotion so well, and just all of the added science and space stuff is such a bonus. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. I wish there was more of it. I cannot wait until I can stream Project Hail Mary and just turn it on whenever I want to, because I seriously want to go back to the movies to watch it again. Like, new favorite, 100%, 5 stars. Love the movie to death. I want the fox sweater, you guys. I want it so bad. Okay, that was my first read of April. I actually read most of it in March, but I finished it in April. Okay, after that, I read The Pram by Joe Hill, which is one of those Amazon short stories. That was only okay. I wasn't the hugest fan of that. It was kind of creepy. It didn't really do that much for me. After that, I listened to Artemis by Andy Weir because I was still just so hooked on Project Hail Mary. I couldn't let it go. I still can't. I listened to Artemis by Andy Weir, which is my least favorite of all of his novels so far. It was only okay. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, I have those a couple of videos back. It was fine. I gave it a 3.5. After that, I read Molka by Monica Kim. And yeah, full thoughts on all of these. If you go a little bit further back in my videos, I don't want to repeat too much because that would just be boring for you guys. I gave this 4.5 stars. This is really good, really dark. Please know that going in. Check content warnings if you feel that you need to, because this one has some content, you guys. But very good, very hard hitting. Okay, after that, oh my god, almost just threw my phone off the bed. After that, we have a couple of Kindle, oh my god, let me in. Okay, after that, I read The Boy Who Steals Houses by C.G. Drews. It is one of their older books. They wrote 2 books a few years ago before they really started writing the kind of botanical gothic horror that they write now. And that was one of their older books. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It has autistic representation, so if you're looking for anything like that, that was a really good book for that. After that, I read One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This. That one is still hard to even articulate my thoughts on it. I definitely recommend reading it. Like, no matter who you are, read that one and read other books like it. And it was very good, very heartbreaking, very vivid. Okay, after that, I read Nausea by Jean-Paul Sartre, which was good. It was fine. What did I rate this guy? 3 stars. Because I didn't necessarily enjoy my time with it. It was fine. It was fine. After that, no, we're going out of order again. I read Night and Day in Misery, another Amazon short story. That one was actually pretty good. That one had a little twist in there. I haven't read anything else by Catriona Ward, but I know there's a couple of her books on my TBR that I need to check out because I enjoyed that short story. The Remedy by Adam Hazlitt, another Amazon short story. Was not a fan. I gave that one 2 stars. It was, in my opinion, not very well executed. I didn't talk much about the short stories on here, I don't think. Maybe I talked about a couple of them. Anyway, we're getting into good territory now. After that, I read The Caretaker, which was fantastic, brilliant, terrifying, actually scared me. Like, guys, if you like horror, read this. Definitely. After that, I listened to The Vampire Lestat on Audible audiobook. I listened to the audiobook of The Vampire Lestat. Brilliant. 5 stars. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. I'm still chugging away at the AMC series of that. I am about halfway through the second season now because I want to be ready when the Vampire Lestat, which is I think going to be the third season, comes out next month, you guys. Next month. I'm so excited. Okay, after that, I obviously immediately had to pick up The Queen of the Damned because I'm obsessed with this series and I can't get enough of it. I'm almost halfway through The Queen of the Damned. I'm listening to it on audiobook while I drive. I love the narrator that does these, by the way. Loving this just as much as those. Like, I'm so obsessed, you guys. I'm having so much fun. Still currently listening to that one. Joanna Van Veen. I read Bone of My Bone, an arc of Bone of My Bone on my Kindle, which was so much fun. I am so excited that I got approved for my first arc, and that was really awesome. The book itself, I really, really liked. I gave it 4.25 stars. I'm a huge fan of Van Veen's writing, like, huge. Love it so much. Really excited to get a hard copy of that when it comes out in a couple of weeks. Okay, now we have exited my April reads, and we are moving into my current reads, which I don't really consider those to be on my TBR because I'm already reading them. The other one I'm currently reading is Into the Drowning Deep. I've talked a little bit about this, and I am loving this, you guys. I love literature that contains a lot of really cool sciencey stuff. This is one of those, you guys. I mean, water horror, deep water creatures, super spooky. I think there's also autistic representation in this book. I have met that character where I am in the book. I'm about maybe 150 pages in at this point. I've met that character. She has not talked about being autistic yet, but I've seen a couple little things, so I'm really excited to get more into that. Okay, now, I have a very, very loose TBR for May, like maybes, you guys. Because the entire month of April, I could not make a TBR. I looked at my bookshelf and I was like, no idea. The only thing I could do was when I finished one book, I would look at the shelf and think of what the vibe was and pick my next book. And that is what I did all month long. So for my May maybes, I picked kind of a lot. I have kind of a tall stack here, but these books are just ones that I've been meaning to read for a while, really want to read, and if I don't get to them in May, I will be getting to them soon. We have Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, because I read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies last year, and I really, really liked it. So I have the sequel, really want to read it, love the story. Next, we have Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. I have heard so many good things about this book, and I also really would like to see the movie, obviously, after I read the book. I know that it's going to be heartbreaking, and it's going to make me cry, so I've been putting it off maybe a little bit because of that, but we're going to get to it because I've heard so many good things, you guys. I really, really want to read it. Another one I've been putting off for years, and I couldn't even tell you why, because I've really been wanting to read it for a long time. Piranesi. Now, is this one technically Greek mythology? I'm almost positive it has to be. Yeah, that's another reason. Like, what am I even doing having not read this yet? I am obsessed with Greek mythology. I have been ever since I can remember, honestly. And I've heard so many good things about this book. There's so many booktubers, bookstagrammers I follow that this is like in their top favorite books. And it's not even that long. Why am I intimidated? Is it because it's been built up so much in my head and by other people that I'm worried it won't live up to it? I really don't even think that's going to happen. I need to pick this one up already. I'm messing around and I need to stop. Next, Margot's Got Money Troubles by Rufi Thorpe. This one I've had since, when was this one a book of the month pick? June of 2024. I picked this in June of 2024 because it sounded interesting. It must have, or I wouldn't have picked it. And it's been sitting on my shelf for a year and a half, almost 2 years. But now there is is it a movie or is it a miniseries that just came out with Elle Fanning based on this? So that makes me want to read it. I've also heard some good stuff about it in the book community. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. This one I have really been wanting to read. This one was from last June, so almost a year it's been sitting on my shelf and I've just been not picking it up. Mood reading, what can I say? By V.E. Schwab. I haven't read anything by V.E. Schwab yet, you guys. There's so many, and a lot of them are on my TBR, but this will be my first. It's my understanding that this is a vampire novel. Female Rage. Yep. Female Rage vampire novel. What am I doing not reading this? Like, okay, after that, God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I've had this one sitting on my shelf also since 2024. This might have actually been, this is the one I picked for the Lolly winner book pick. I forget when in the year they do that, maybe around New Year's. Meaning it was like one of the favorites of the people that year. So also it's got really cool sprayed edges. I I'm a sucker for sprayed edges. And that one, they have a movie coming out. I don't know any more about it than that, but the story sounds really interesting and I really think that I'm gonna like it. There's so many books on my shelves that I haven't read that I know I'm gonna love, you guys. Like, what am I even doing? Okay, on the Kindle, there is one book on here that I know I want to read soon. Let's make sure there's only one, because if I forget something important... Yeah, you know, honestly, I have a lot of stuff on here that I could read. If I only have access to my Kindle, I have a lot of options. But the book on here that is on my TBR, like really high up, like probably this month, is Scorpion Deep by C.G. Drews. So that was the first arc that I got accepted for. And it's C.G. Drews, you guys. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that they are one of my favorite authors. I love all of their books so much, especially the 3 newer ones. The gothic, you know, kind of rotting horror books. Love them so much. And also, C.G. Drews is autistic and has autism rep in basically all of their books. Makes me love it even more. I love just everything about them. And they have a new book coming out in October, and they had the arc up on NetGalley. Is it called an arc if it's digital? It's called something else. I don't remember. DRC? No. Anyway, I got approved for that one too, so it's sitting in my Kindle waiting for me. And I decided to read Bone of My Bone first, just because it was coming out sooner. This one doesn't come out until October, but it's set... I want to say it's set in the late summer, early fall. And it is a deep sea gothic horror. So similar to C.G. Drews' other works or other young adult works, but a little bit different. And I love deep sea stuff, and I'm so excited for that one, you guys. I really think that I might even, you know what, it would kind of stick with the vibes after I finish this one. I like to do that. That might be my next read after my current read, you guys. Anyway, that is all the things. That is a lot of books, though. Yeah, we'll see what I actually get read in May. I'm pretty sure I'm going to read a good amount of books, but my problem is that I might finish one that I'm reading and then just something random off my shelf will be the vibe for my next read. I can't control it any more than you guys can, so I am at the will of my mood reading, apparently. If I try to do my own thing and not listen to the vibes, I will DNF the book because it's not right for the moment. I don't know. Those of you who are not mood readers, how does this work for you? Do you just like pick out a TBR and like the next book on your list to read, like you can just, it's fine, you can just do it? That sounds like that should be easy, honestly. It's not in my brain. But yeah, there we are, you guys. We talked about everything I read in April, what I want to read in May, what I am currently reading right now. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. This is going to be kind of a short one because I had a long vlog going over the past couple of weeks. And I'm going camping this weekend, and I want to start another vlog this weekend while I'm camping and take you guys along with me because that just sounds like fun. I had such a good reading month in April. I really hope that May can rival that because I read so many good books. I am so happy with the books that I've been reading lately, and I'm enjoying myself, you guys. I'm having so much fun. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me for this. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching to the end if you are still here. Let me know what your favorite book from April was or what your most anticipated book for May is. I would love to hear some recommendations from you guys and just what you guys have been reading as well. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon.